Hello? Oh yes, hi. Good afternoon. Please take a seat at the sofa there. How have you been? Wonderful. Has the last talk that we had about the healthy food? Yes. Yeah, had it helped you a bit? Wonderful. That's great. You did the assignment about making your cooking methods healthier. That is wonderful, and you should stock your house with a healthier choice of food, right? And that is amazing to hear. Yes. Okay, so today's healthy topic is going to be on physical activity. Yes. And are you comfortable before we start? That is great. Let me just find your name here. Okay. There you are. I'll give you this paper. Alright. Let me get my pencil. Alright. You can take notes, or if you want to ask me a question, you can ask me so during or after. Yeah. So, physical activity. And I'm sure you've heard this. These are all just basic topic. These are all just basic things I'm going to tell you. It may be simple, but sometimes it can be too simple to be noticed. Yeah. So if you want to work towards a healthier lifestyle, and the first thing is to do is to start moving around, and really any activity that makes your body move is defined as physical activity. Yes. Even everyday activities like climbing the stairs, mopping the floor, I'm sure you do all of these things, walking to the supermarket, jogging, or playing games like badminton, tennis will make up your daily dose of physical activity. And it's being physically active is very good for you, and it helps you to look, feel, and good, and it also allows you to feel and enjoy a healthy and vibrant life. So that means his active lifestyle will really do you wonders, good things. And there are many benefits. If I have to tell you, there are a few that I will tell you, but there are just many more. And one of few benefits are it will help you to maintain and control your weight, most important maybe, and it will keep your bones, your muscles and joints strong, and it will increase your your lifespan and quality of life. And also it will lower your stress and anxiety levels. And I've realized that ever since I have exercised more, I feel less stressed and anxious, and I feel really generally I feel happier. Yes, calmer, I think. And it improves your balance and coordination. That is very also important. It also lowers your risk of falling. That is related to the coordination thing. It also, most importantly, it also lowers your risk of getting high blood pressure. That one I just explained to you. Heart disease, diabetes, stroke, and certain other cancers. And that is very, very important. I think this is the reason we should all get up and get moving. And these notes, I'm going to give it to you after this session. And have you been exercising before this? Physically active up until now? It's okay. If not, the best way to start is to do it gradually, to start it gradually. And you can think of how you can include physical activity into your daily routine, like at home, at work, or even your leisure time, And there are some very good tips to make the physical activity a part of your life, a part of your daily routine. So you can start up the stairs instead of using lift, and you can walk at the nature reserves or parks, and you can go for a walk after dinner with your family. And that's a very important thing. I think the whole family will be healthier if you do this. And another story I'm going to share it with you is my family. When I was a kid, my father would always drag us out after dinner. We would walk around about 20 minutes to our to the shop that my father and mother managed that time, and we would just check on that. And for us, it was just amazing to go there, just because we wanted to eat some sugary sweet stuff. But what it did, it was a tradition, and we enjoyed sunset. After dinner, we walked to the shop, and everybody was having fun, walking around, and the weather was amazing because it's in the evening, air is super fresh. It was just wonderful. It made me feel happier, I think, even as a child. So it was something very good. I think it's a good thing to have for all of the families. It will make your family bond in a way that you will, in a way you will feel it, I guess. And that's just my experience. You can do it or not, it's up to you. And another thing is to do some household chores. I'm sure you do that anyway, but I'll just explain to you. You can do sweeping or mopping the floor. Once in a while you can do some window cleaning. That will just enable your muscles in your arm and your back, maybe. And not too often actually, but this will gradually make up to it. And you can join an exercise program with your friends, your families. Like I said, it will be wonderful if you have traditional sports with your family every week, every month, with all of your friends. That will be wonderful with your physical activity dose. And you can, one more tip that I'm going to give you that is also very good, and it also depends on how far is the distance from one bus stop to the other. If it's like too far, you shouldn't take it. If it's nearby, I would suggest you to get off the bus 1 or 2 stops before your destination and walk, and you will feel wonders, really. I would really love to listen to my iPod and look around my surroundings, people who are walking on the street, relate to the music, and it kind of tells a story. Actually, it's wonderful. You should try it. And you can, once in a while, you can wash your vehicle, and it really helps you to lose some weight and get that physical activity goal dosage per day or week maybe, because it's a very physical job to wash your car. And just be sure to wash your hand afterwards. I think it's wonderful. But before you begin, I would like to discuss some of the topics, some very critical things with you, if you don't mind. I will give you some questions and you can answer it, or if you can answer it at home, and afterwards you can go to a doctor to evaluate your answers and evaluate with the doctor, see if you are ready to be physically active. And let's see, this is called Physical Activity Readiness Questionnaire, and I will just read it. Please answer these with me or without me, just honestly as possible. This is just to show, test that if you are ready to be physically active or not. The first question is, has anyone in your immediate family, that is your mother, your father, or your sister, or your brother, had a heart attack or tragically died suddenly of a heart-related disorder before the age of 55 for men, or 65 for women? You can think about it. Okay, you can think yes or no. Okay, no. Has your doctor informed you that you have any of these conditions that are a heart condition or disease? No. Okay. Did you have any stroke? No. Lung disease? Not sure. No. Okay. Diabetes? Okay. In the past 1 year, have you had chest pain when you engage in physical activity or when at rest? You can take your time. No. Okay. Did you ever experience dizziness or lose consciousness before? Do you have any bone, joint, or muscle problem, like in your back, your knee, hip, shoulder, or ankle, that could be made worse by practicing an exercise? You can take your time. Okay. Do you take tablets for high blood pressure, and either continue to have poorly controlled high blood pressure, or do you not follow up with the doctor on a regular basis? It's a very long question. You can think about it. Here you go. Okay. Okay, no. Are you currently pregnant? You can, if it's yes, if you are pregnant, you can talk to your doctor about an appropriate exercise program. And I'm not a doctor, but you should go to your own doctor. Maybe you're a gynecologist. No, okay. this is quite personal, but I'll just have to go through with you. Do you know any reason why practicing in the exercise programs or any other physical activity might be harmful to your health? Any reason at all? No? Okay. So your answers have been no all along. So that means you are quite ready to be physically active. But if your answers were yes in any of the questions, please do visit your doctor and ask your doctor's advice. And so, assuming that all of this are true, I will go through. Okay, so now we are ready to talk about really going to do some physical activity. So there are all sorts of physical activity that you can choose from, but you choose what is right for you, and it depends on you really. And there's very useful thing that I'm going to tell you, that's FITT, in other words FITT principle. It will help you to apply guidelines for your physical activity. So F stands for frequency. It's the number of times your physical activity should be done each week. I stands for the level of difficulty of the physical activity, that's intensity. If it is very intense, moderate, light, it all depends on you. T stands for time, and it said the duration of physical activity in minutes. And the last T stands for type, the kind of physical activity you can choose from. And you can choose from 3 types of physical activity. The first one here is lifestyle, and it's the activities that you do in your daily life. And these can help you burn calories. And the next type of physical activity is called aerobic. It's the activities where your large body muscles move in a rhythmic way for at least 10 minutes at a time. And these can help prevent disease, and it can add healthy years to your life. Very important. The last type of physical activity is called strength. And these are activities that make your large body muscles and bones very strong. And let's see here. This is a table that I'm going to give to you with the kit afterwards. It contains lots of very important messages. For you to be physically active, it will help you a lot. So in this table that I have just explained to you, the types of physical activity that you can make, and it's by the recommendation, frequency, intensity, time, and type that I have just explained to you. FITT also. So So first one is my recommendation is for lifestyle. It's your daily life, remember? So I recommend it to do it anytime and anywhere. For aerobics, you can aim for 150 minutes a week, and that sounds very high to you, but if I divide it by a week, let me see, it's only 21 minutes a day, more or less. And that is just very simple. You can on the music, you can dance around, do anything you want. You can run for just 20 minutes a day. That is wonderful. Maybe during a weekend you can do tennis, you can play volleyball, baseball, anything you like. The last one is the strength, and it's quite intense. The sports or things like that, you can aim it for 2 days a week, like weekends maybe. So, and let's talk about frequency for lifestyle. You can do lifestyle physical activity daily, like I said before, and it's very light and moderate. You can do it anytime you want, so it's okay, it's up to you. And type of exercises you can do is for lifestyles to take the stairs, like I said, walk instead of taking the bus or car. And aerobic, the frequency is to just spread throughout the week. It can be from moderate to vigorous, intense, and you can do it at least 150 minutes moderate intensity or 75 minutes vigorous intensity a week, at least 10 minutes each time. And these types of aerobic is, first of all, let's talk about moderate intensity. It's just brisk walking, dancing, cycling, doing housework. And the vigorous type of intensity for our aerobic is actually jogging, brisk walking up a hill, swimming. I do love swimming, it's wonderful. And the last type of the physical activity that you can make is the strength. And you can do it 2 more days a week, like I said, weekends maybe. It can be moderate to vigorously intensive, and you can do it 1 to 3 sets of 20 to 60 minutes each time, all up to you. The types of strength physical activity is actually handheld weights, band exercises, stairs climbing. Stairs climbing is very wonderful. It helps you to exercise your thigh muscles, your leg muscles, and carrying groceries. Oh, that's wonderful. I carry my groceries all the time. Yoga, I love yoga, and Pilates. Pilates is a very wonderful exercise. You should try it once in a while. It relaxes your muscles and also makes your muscles very soft and smooth, and you will feel very relaxed afterwards, and you will not feel stressed or tired afterwards, because you will find yourself very light, enlightened, and peaceful, just like yoga. And Okay, there are a difference between moderate intensity and vigorous intensity in aerobic activity that I have just explained to you. So, moderate intensity in aerobic activity is actually you should be able to walk while doing activity, but not it's just like brisk walking, dancing, low impact aerobics. And you should be able, the vigorous intensity is actually you should be able to say a few words but not be out of breath. Moderate intensity is actually you can do activities with like talking to someone, or just normal exercise when you feel normal, and when you have the ability to talk continuously but not to the point you can sing or anything. And vigorous intensity is actually you should be able to say a few words but not be out of breath. An example is jogging, riding a bicycle fast, playing badminton, basketball. And I will tell you the safety part of being physical, and the right gears and environment that you can be physical in. So I will suggest you do not exercise for at least 2 hours after a meal. That is very, very important. You can still climb the stairs and walk around though. Yeah, make sure that you warm up and cool down properly before and after any exercise sessions. And you can wear comfortable clothes like sports pants and proper socks and shoes also when you exercise, and you don't want to be running in a heel or something like that. There's a lot of risk of falling down, and also I mean the risk is a lot. But wear a running shoe when you run, and also wear different occasional shoes. For example, there are tennis shoes, there are golf shoes, there are hockey shoes that are very, very different. And you have to use safety equipment or protective gears to reduce any risk of injury, just as stated. You can be reflective bands, lights, helmets when you are cycling, skating, or rock climbing. And you should stop physical activity or exercise if you feel chest pain or any dizziness or discomfort in any way, and you should see a doctor right away. And that's very important. The last tip I'm going to give you is to stay very, very hydrated, drinking enough water before, during, and after physical activity. And remember, you're burning a lot of calories. You want to be able to stay hydrated, to feel comfortable. Yep, so this is also a table that I'm going to give you. This is the last topic we're going to discuss, and it is just a table of what kind of activities that you can do, and where you can do it. First, we're going to discuss lifestyle. It can be a light, moderate, intense activity. At work or home, you can at first you can if you're home, you can wash your car or vehicle, and you can make it a family habit. It's very wonderful. And at the active transport, commuting, you can use the stairs. At leisure time, physical activity, exercise, recreation, or sports, you can go around, walk around the gardens, anywhere you like to, with your families. And for aerobic, it's moderate or vigorous intensity. For actually more or equal to 10 minutes at a time. If you're at home, you can clean your house, like mopping, vacuum cleaning your carpets, these kind of things. Active transport, you can do a very nice cycling during the daily, make it a daily habit to cycle. For example, you can cycle at the beach. Why not just enjoy the nice scenery? Yeah. And for leisure time physical activity, you can play sports like tennis, badminton, anything you like. For last, strength is moderate or vigorously intense. At home or work, you can carry items. Your example, at home, your shopping bag. At work, files, heavy items. Active transport, you can carry your grocery bag and just walk home from the grocery. If it's nearby, actually, it's very good for you to exercise like that. And during your leisure time, you can do yoga or community work, community gatherings, like do Pilates, join a Pilates class, yoga class, anything you like. I do yoga class with my friends, and that's very important for me to socialize with my friends and be active at the same time. You can make a lot of good friends throughout these activities. You can help yourselves, your friends also, to stay healthy and active. So now this is a physical activity journal, and this is for you. You can list down some of your exercises you enjoy, and that also makes you feel relaxed. Most important, you want to feel relaxed during these exercises. You can write down one change each day to your daily activities to help you keep fit. For example, here you can say, take the stairs to my office instead of the lift. And that's an achievement, very wonderful. You can jot down one 30-minute pocket of time each day that you can fit in some exercises. For example, you can sorry about that. For example, like lunchtime, before you maybe just example, before I send my children to school, there's 30 minutes to do some exercises. So these are the topics that I'm going to give you, and the journal that I'm going to give you. I suggest you I suggest you to go ahead and look at it and also write on it and see your doctor. All of the suggestions that I've made for you, I'd like you to consider it. And I want you to remember, some physical activity is better than none, and more is better than some. So it's wonderful, isn't it? And this is our end of today's healthy topics. I hope you have enjoyed our little talks, and I'll see you next week, or you'll contact me. Okay, sure. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day, and have a very relaxed evening, right? Yes. Remember to stay active. Goodbye. See you soon.